Baltimore is about to flip the script. Letting go of John Harbaugh wasn't just a coaching change. It's a clear sign that the Ravens want to play tougher, more intense, and with full-on grit from start to finish. But the big question is, can they actually turn this new approach into real wins? Every decision this offseason could completely reshape the team's future. Who's staying? Who's coming in? Which moves will actually make a difference? Stick with me to the end, because I'm going to break down everything about the aggressive new direction the Ravens are heading and what it could mean for the entire NFL. Baltimore finally made the move a lot of people were expecting. John Harbaugh is out. After so many seasons of ups and downs, it was clear his approach had grown stale and wasn't getting the most out of the team. The Ravens missed that physical energy, that aggressive style that's always been their trademark. It felt like the fire fans expect to see on the field had dimmed. What this change shows is that the Ravens are ready to play differently. They want intensity from the first snap to the final whistle. Every tackle, every play, every pass with fire. This isn't just about a new coach. It's a statement. The team won't accept standing still or losing games they should win anymore. It's a total mindset shift. This decision also sends a strong message to the players and the fan base. The franchise is serious about being competitive again. They know they need someone who can set the pace, bring pressure, and instill aggression across the board. The message couldn't be clearer. If you're playing for the Ravens, you need to play with attitude and intensity. And if this mindset shift is already showing the team's new direction, the next step is understanding how it will play out on the field. They want more than energy. They want tangible results. That's where urgency comes into play, turning this new mentality into actual wins. Now that the old leadership is gone, the big question is the team's mentality. Changing the coach alone won't do it if players continue to play without urgency or expect everything to fix itself. Baltimore wants every play to matter, every tackle, pass, and decision to reflect the intensity they're promising. It's about transforming how the team operates, not just who's on the sideline. The message is clear for everyone. If you don't adapt to this more aggressive mindset, you won't be part of the solution. They need players who feel the game in their bones, take calculated risks, and take responsibility for every win and loss. It's like the team is saying, want to play for the Ravens? Then be ready to fight for every single second on the field. This mindset shift also sets expectations for the new coach. They need someone who won't just call plays, but who can instill urgency in every part of the team, offense and defense alike. The team wants someone who inspires, applies pressure, and most importantly, refuses to accept mediocrity. The new philosophy is clear: full intensity, every single day. And if the team's mentality needs to change, the next step is making sure the right players are in place to support it. Energy and aggression alone won't be enough if critical positions are weak or lacking talent. That's where the strategy of retaining key players and reinforcing the roster comes in. Keeping the right players is just as important as changing the coach and mindset. Even after a tough season, Baltimore still has valuable talent that needs to stay. Key starters and rotation players who add depth are the foundation for this next phase. Losing them could undermine the entire mentality shift. The team needs to instill confidence in these players and show them they're part of something bigger. Extending contracts and keeping top performers is crucial for stability. Without that, any investment in aggression and intensity could fall apart. The Ravens need a solid foundation for this new philosophy to work. On top of that, keeping the right talent also helps attract outside reinforcements. A roster that inspires confidence sends a message that the team is serious, competitive, and ready to fight for a title. Free agents and potential trades will look at Baltimore and think, I want to join a team that plays with fire and is going after the Super Bowl. And if retaining talent secures a foundation, the next step is reinforcing positions that struggled in 2025. Without fixing the offensive line and adding pressure on defense, even the best mindset won't translate into wins. That's why strategic reinforcements are the next big challenge.
All right, we're already past the halfway point of this video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't left a like yet. It's really important because it helps YouTube keep showing you my content so I can keep bringing you the best news about the Baltimore Ravens. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and it really helps. Thanks. Now let's get back to it.
Looking back at 2025, it was clear that certain positions were constant problem areas. The offensive line failed to protect the quarterback effectively, which hurt the entire offense. On the other side, the defense struggled to pressure opponents, allowing easy plays and leaving the secondary exposed. If Baltimore wants to play truly aggressive football, these areas need to be fixed. Improving these positions isn't just about swapping players. It's about giving the team a real chance to implement this new philosophy. A strong pass rush and solid offensive line allow the offense and defense to play with confidence and intensity without fear of mistakes. It's about setting the conditions for the promised energy to translate into actual results. The impact of these changes also extends to player health. Protecting the quarterback reduces injuries and improves offensive efficiency. Pressuring opponents forces mistakes, creates turnovers, and gives the team more opportunities to score. In other words, strengthening these areas reinforces the very aggression the franchise wants to bring back. And if offensive line and pass rush are critical, the big question becomes, where will the reinforcements come from? This is where bold moves in the market, free agents, and trades can truly transform the team and cement this aggressive new direction. With the foundation in place and key positions identified, the Ravens now have free rein to act decisively. Experienced free agents could change the team's rhythm, while strategic trades could bring in the stars needed to complete the puzzle. The message is clear. The team isn't holding back anymore. One prime example is the search for elite pass rushers, players who can immediately transform the defense. Bringing in talent like this not only increases pressure on opponents, but reinforces the aggressive mentality the franchise wants to impose. Every move is about combining talent with attitude, not just numbers on paper. These market moves also signal ambition. Baltimore isn't just tweaking pieces. They're announcing loud and clear that they want to compete for the Super Bowl again. This aggression shows in every decision. Signing the right players, making bold trades, and building a roster that refuses to settle for mediocrity. It's about going beyond what's been done and aiming for the top. In the end, all these decisions connect. New mentality, the right players, strategic reinforcements, and bold market moves. It's clear the Ravens are ready to rewrite their story and return as a team that intimidates opponents. One word now defines their future: aggression. What's clear is that the Ravens won't settle for mediocre results anymore. Harbaugh's departure opened the door for a full mindset shift, and every decision, every move, and every reinforcement this offseason will directly impact the team's future. The goal is to play with intensity, aggression, and determination, the kind that makes opponents take notice. This offseason will be crucial, keeping the right players, strengthening key positions, and adding impactful talent shows that Baltimore isn't just trying to compete. They want to set the pace, dominate on the field, and get back in Super Bowl contention for real. And I want to know what you think. Do you believe these changes can truly transform the Ravens and put them back among the league's elite? With the right reinforcements and aggressive mentality and smart moves this offseason, the team could finally regain the fire it's been missing and become a real force in the NFL. Comment below and let me know how you think this new path could shape the future of the franchise.
And if you, just like me, are passionate about the world of football and want to learn more about the Ravens' legacy, don't leave this video without sharing it with that friend who is also a Baltimore Ravens fan and will love this content. See those video suggestions on your screen? The first one was handpicked just for you, and the other is a recommendation from YouTube itself.